Hi, I'm Ryan, the head falconer at Owl Adventures, and we are a mobile bird of prey and exotic animal business. In this line of work, I believe it's really important to educate people about wildlife, endangered species, and the ecosystem. In this video, I will explain what a keystone species is and why they are so vitally important for the survival of every living thing on the planet. The tiger shark, the American beaver, the African vulture. These are just 3 examples of many different keystone species that are found all around the world. The role these creatures play may not seem that important on the surface. However, if these animals were removed from the ecosystem, it would lead to a series of events with catastrophic consequences. The term keystone species was first coined by the ecologist Robert Payne in the 1960s when studying starfish along the coastline of the Pacific. There are 5 types of keystone species: predators, prey, engineers, mutualists, and plants. Let's start with predators. Predators are creatures that actively hunt for their prey. If a keystone predator becomes extinct or even close to being wiped out, then the prey they usually catch will grow vast in number, which causes an imbalance in the diversity of wildlife and can even wipe out other species. This is called a trophic cascade. Prey species of keystone animals are prey which are absolutely essential for certain predators to feed on, and if they were to die out, their predators would also eventually fail to survive. You can start to see how if these keystone predators and prey are affected greatly in number, the different problems that it would cause with different knock-on effects. Ecosystem engineers are very important when it comes to maintaining the landscapes which other animals live within, and they change and edit and create things within the landscape that are essential for other animals to live and thrive within. Mutualists are 2 species which help each other in a balanced manner, so if one were removed, the other would die. And plants are classed as keystone species if they provide food for animals that have no other alternative. Put simply, if any one of these keystone species becomes extinct, it'll have a detrimental effect on the ecosystem, sparking off a chain of events that would lead to the destruction of all living things on the planet, and yes, that includes the human race. One good example of a keystone species are the African vultures. These large scavengers have special enzymes in their gut which allow them to digest rotting food, which also eliminates virus and bacteria. If the vultures disappear, then other animals such as wild dogs will eat that rotten food, and they will carry those diseases to humans and other animals, causing pandemics and many swathes of animals dying out from disease. Another good example of a keystone species are the grey wolves. Grey wolves eat elk. Without them, elk numbers would drastically increase, and this would cause major problems because the elk eat aspen and willow, which actually keep the trees healthy and balanced in nature. One of the best known examples of a keystone species are insects like bees, which are responsible for pollinating 90% of all plants. And without plants, well, I think the rest is quite obvious. Other keystone species include elephants, sharks and rays, beavers, lions, and various different insects and reptiles. Predators need to eat, and prey need to be eaten. Plants need to grow, and plants need to be eaten. It's one big ecosystem where everything benefits from everything else, and the keystone species playing the leading role in that ecosystem. Now, there are many keystone species which are in abundance. However, there are some that have dramatically reduced in number over the last few decades. The good news is that it's not too late to stop a keystone species from dying out. Although humans are responsible for most of the world's ecological problems, humans are also the best species on the planet to actually fix the problem. Humans are actually known as a hyper-keystone species, as we have the intelligence and technology to improve the world for the better. So if you want to learn more about keystone species, wildlife and the ecosystem, then research, read books, search the internet, watch YouTube videos. There's so much to learn, and keep an eye on our channel for more videos on this topic, including climate change, endangered species and much more. Thanks for watching.